And do you think that rambling on the internet will change anything? People seek the truth, no matter where they find it.
So if you're inside of Indianapolis when the balloon goes up and the stuff hits a fan, there's only certain ways you can get out. If they shut down 465, they're going to patrol the outer ring of 465, and the inner ring, which is the other side, the lanes, is a no cross zone. They don't need that many people to contain everybody in the city.
Hi everybody. What you heard was a supposed insider from DHS talking about containment plan for the big city. And I find that disturbing because that city that they're talking about is Indianapolis in Indiana. And I am just south of Indianapolis. And this was sent to me by my dad, and what the video is talking about and this article are referring to are these so-called sound barrier walls being put up all around 465. Now, I've lived here all my life. I had seen these going up for quite a few years, and from the very beginning I did not think for one second that these were supposed sound barrier walls, given that sure, it could help with the sound, but there's also, I noticed that they're going up in areas that there is no houses or anything behind them. I was fairly awake already when these started going up, so I kind of had an idea what they're for. This so-called insider from DHS is just confirming what I believe to be the truth, that this is for a bigger agenda and containment. So what I decided to do is call my dad and see if he wants to take a little trip around 465 and actually examine this and see exactly how much or how far these walls actually do go around 465. So that's what we did. So check out this video of us taking this trip around 465. Okay, picking up Dad, we're gonna go take a cruise around 465.
Edit that out there.
So on our way to 465, we're gonna do a little kind of talk about what my dad was just saying. First thing that came to mind, he's been looking into this, is the Illuminati cards, the originals. You know, there has been some coming out that's trying to, it seems like, discredit the old cards, the ones that were actually came out in 1995, like the ones from the towers being in the Pentagon. And so my dad's going to show you and kind of talk about some of these cards that have to do with biological or population reduction using bio warfare, is what we think. So,
all right, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Let's see. Here, I've got my phone. We're using cell phone technology today, and I was talking to Sean, and I said one of the things came to my mind is these, like I said, these original cards that I pulled up. Let's see if I can get you a good picture of the Illuminati. We're in the car right now, so sorry about the jumping around, but we're going to go around and videotaping these sound walls, which, you know, with the current situation of we're completely in debt, trillions of dollars in debt. Why are we worrying really about the noise factors of people within the city? And we've got car traffic all over the place, but it seems that they're doing a barrier around 465, been going on for many years now. But one of the things I noted to Sean is that with this article he's going to tell you more about, that you'll notice this population reduction, and you can see that it's clearly over a city. And then you've got the quarantine, which that article defines that through his sources, that's precisely what these people are planning on doing, releasing a biological weapon of some sort, and then quarantining all the people inside. And we have seen tons of movies about that. We've seen lots of movies about that, as far as give you some video, Sean driving here, about containment. The one recently that a lot of people is popular is what's it called with the catnip or cat? Oh boy, what's the name of that movie, son?
Which one?
The where they got everybody in districts. Oh yeah, the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
That's a real popular video, and believe me, that is you're looking exactly what these elites want to do with the remaining undepopulated people. They want to put in districts.
That and Divergent, that series that's coming out, that was all broken up into sections as well as.
And what did they do with people that were free thinkers in Divergent? The people that could see what was going on and didn't go along with the program, they were deemed dangerous and must be immediately eliminated. Well, that's the mentality of these people. If you could see through their, those kind of movies have been out for a long time. But right now we're just we're going, because this article mentioned 465 as one of the cities, and we live here, we're just going to go around. Yeah, in Indianapolis, Indiana. It was specifically mentioned in this article that this guy was not from Indiana. So the DHS very much in the article he's going to refer to definitely put our city as one of the cities that's obviously they plan on opening a biological weapon sometime. I pray after the rapture, but we don't know. And what bothers me is both my son and myself, my youngest son, we're inside the walls where we both work. Now Sean is not, but myself and my youngest son is right downtown, but we are both inside the walls, and we just pray that they do this at a time where we're not stuck behind there if it's allowed to be done. So we're just going to turn this off for a minute. We're almost at 465. We're getting ready to go up here on 465 right now, and
just want to get a shot, Sean.
Yeah, we're going west, and we'll take a good look at how progressed. Like I said, I've lived here my whole life, and I've watched these things go up. They didn't convince me from the very beginning that they cared about my ears or anybody inside there, because most of the places these things are going up, there's not houses anywhere near these walls. Now you can see some of them.
Sound dissipates, and some of these do have houses right behind the walls, and you can be like, oh yeah, I can see. But as we'll show you, there's other places that these houses are plenty far off the road that the sound, by the time it dissipates and gets to those houses, there's no need for a wall there. So we're going to jump on here and start heading around toward the north side, or west, whatever you want to call it, and make our way around. It'll take us probably, I don't know, 45 minutes, almost an hour to probably go all the way around the loop.
Well, I think it's a 53 or 57 mile loop, so I think it's 53 or 54 miles, somewhere around there.
Going for a cruise. And,
okay, let me get the noise down, and we can see right now, as of right now, they do not have any walls here, but the project calls for walls around the entire perimeter of 465, and as we get up here closer, you'll see that where they are and where they aren't. Obviously, they're not here yet, but never really paid attention.
I think they're focusing more on the places that have houses or buildings right now to kind of justify what they're doing. But when we start showing you where these are, you'll see that it's expanding past that. So I'm sure they're making their way around here.
Yeah, again, we're sorry about the bouncy video. It's probably going to make your eyes dizzy watching this.
Alright, well, let's shut it off and kind of give you an idea about how far we drove before we hit some walls. So, don't want to...
Are you sure we can't pause it with that white thing?
I don't know, I never tried.
Nope. I don't know what that did, but hope it didn't mess things up. Alright, we're going to stop this for a minute, and we've gone about 1.5 miles, 2 miles up the road. You can see we don't have any walls yet, but I assure you they're coming up real close. And you know, this is the first time I've ever measured myself. We know they're here, but when you're driving around 465 and you look at them and you observe them, but this is the first time we've collectively gone around and said, okay, let's see how far progressed they are.
On the main road exit, and I'll throw up a map and show kind of where we was in accordance to where the walls were, and I'll kind of break it up like that.
And also, if there's anybody out there in a city with the similar situation as 465, there you have a perimeter or a highway that goes around your city, and they're doing the same thing. We're going to give you some cities that we know that are doing that, and this article points some of them out. But go ahead and show us what your sound walls look like, and what are your thoughts on them, and maybe, you know, give us an idea when this project started in your city. That would be very interesting. We could go look all that stuff up, but at least, you know, we get an idea of what your thoughts are and what they are. But I don't believe with the country and each city is so much in debt. They're always talking about how indebted they are, yet they have, I don't know how much the project costs, and I doubt we'll get an accurate description of the price of this project through the government websites, because they'll never tell the truth on that stuff. But why would you, you know, when we have people out of work and all kinds of things, and we realize this does provide jobs for lifting these things up. There are construction jobs being produced by this, so you can't deny that. But with the money spent on these things, are they really truly caring about your ears and your comfort of your house? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And along with this article that he said that's not what they're for, and this is from DHS insiders and military, that they know exactly what they're for. Now we're beginning to see some of them. Heck, I've been talking so much, we're starting to get into them. So we're seeing the beginnings of. Now you can look around, you can see
this is all new construction.
This is all new, and you've got these barriers here. These are permanent. These aren't helping any. Of course, you can say these are definitely helping for head-on collision, stuff like that. But all this construction you see, this is all new. It's very nice.
But they're trying to. It does seem like they're saying it's for the head-on collisions, and it can be for safety, but it also keeps you from any way to get out of these lanes.
Yeah, you're not going to get out of here. But you know, we're right by the international airport in Indianapolis right now, and still haven't seen any of the walls yet. So, like I said, the first time I've never gone around to see where they begin. Okay, we finally got into some of them.
This is literally just past the airport. We haven't been driving but 2 minutes since we shut the video off, and we're starting to see the walls.
There we go. There's some of these. Oh boy, it's hard to see how big these things are. There we go. These are very tall. I'm guessing 15 to 18, 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
And they're on both sides, by the way. So we've gone, I'm guessing 6, 7 miles before we run into these. So now you look at this containment. Now look at this. This is wild looking. This is total containment. Now I'm saying this costs a lot of money. There's no doubt. Look at these things. The plan is, I went and looked it up on the internet, to have these walls
now look beyond
completely,
the walls, I mean,
right?
What houses are back there? Yeah.
Completely around the entire perimeter of 465. I don't know what that means and how much gaps there are going to be. And there again,
look at this.
Yeah, it goes all the way up there.
From the time you get off of the ramps.
So you've got it all the way from the ramps to there, and then we got a little break. Now they start again, and they're 20 feet
they
tall.
Just go around the entrance.
So we have 20-foot high.
They got doors
and doors and stuff like that. You watch it roll, please. we're going to get caught up in looking at the walls. Like I said, this is the first time we've ever done this as far as, all right, let's go check these things out. The progression of them, we see them all the time when we go driving, but we're doing a complete focus on them right now. So that was quite a bit of them right there. Now we got a break. And I'm pretty sure I know that they come, there they are, they come right back up here again. There was about a half-a-mile break here.
Looks like it. Mostly because we're going over.
We got some more above the before you get on the internet, they're up there too. So it's a good thing they care about our ears and our hearing and the noise, because
I think the only reason there wasn't walls there is because there's nowhere to go. You're jumping off of a bridge,
right.
Basically.
So now again, so this is farther along than what I thought. I knew there was a gap, but now we're looking again. There again, they can see this tunnel of containment, and
this is still just the west side of it.
Yeah. So I guess if you're an optimist, you can thank the government for helping us that we can't hear cars and your noise and your comfort of your own house. The only one that really affects are the immediate houses and businesses that are directly against these highways. So you know, it depends on what your perspective is. I'm not buying it.
Look at this wooded area here.
Yeah, you got a wooded area that's natural containment. There is no houses here, and over here there's no houses right here behind these walls. None. There is no houses where they have these walls. This is all woods, and now we know the other side they do have businesses and structures, but this side here to the left did not. So you would think that they would use at least common sense. Okay, if this is truly for noise, only do it in the areas that they need it. Why would you have to have trees not hear the noise? So you got something?
Well, it's past. I was just going to show you how far the trees go back that way.
Yeah, that was a wooded area. That was, thank goodness they kept the noise down for the trees. So, and we can see, yes, we do see a house here.
These are apartments.
And then we got apartments here. Got a different type of wall that was started. I think these are all brand new. This is different. Now look at the structure difference.
This is
obviously
I
don't know what the material is, but obviously somebody else got a contract. You're seeing a passing around of money. Obviously a different company with a different style of containment walls. So you've got other businesses getting in on the action for the slush funds. And here you go. So this is totally different, yet same concept. We're going for 5 minutes. How long do you think we can go with this?
I don't know.
Guess we'll go till we go. So this is interesting. Now, where they don't have the walls is right on the exits, and depending on what you believe these things are for, if they do have some kind of a containment, a contagion that they're trying to contain is what this video describes, or not this video, but this article describes. Easily to shut those down with just 1 or 2 vehicles, and not a problem there. But here they go. Always around these where you're getting out and off ramps, there's no walls, and then boom, right after the walls, you've got a small wall over here that's contained by apartment. There are heavily apartments here, no walls for the noise, so that's funny. But the other side that literally doesn't have any structures that we can see, no homes or anything, there's the walls. But the other side with the housing structures, okay, they do have some houses there. So
down here,
there's some strange stuff. We got a bunch of apartments, no sound barriers, but this is just a strange deal here. Like I said, I'm hoping some of you people that live in your cities that have these walls, go ahead and make a short video or or if you want to respond a little bit and let us see what you guys got around your city. We'd like to see it. It's on both sides. So I'm looking at, we've gone 8 miles maybe. What do you guys?
No. I got the got a quarter 10.
Here, I'll fill it up for you. Since we're doing this. We're in the beast that ate every drop of gas. Okay, we got a little break. We're up on 56th Street right now.
So we're getting around to the north side.
Oh, got my finger over it. Sean can edit some of this stuff out, and where I put my finger over the lens.
Yeah, we're heading north and starting to make the curve around to the north.
So there's no structures here, no houses, but now we're in this. This is 65 north and all this stuff. We're going around the north side now. We're making our right. And like I said, I've not seen this up here, so I don't know. And I know my dad. I know that he's got them around his house on the northeast, and they actually did help him. I gotta say that I've been to his house, and they did help the noise. So if that's all it's for, that's fine. We're just addressing an article that this guy claims that it's not what it's for. And we'll just let everybody be the judge on that.
It does really seem like the only places there are not walls are where there's nowhere to go, or we're too high for there's just nowhere to go anyway. If you take a look at how elevated we are, you can see the tops of the buildings here. We're pretty elevated off in the air, so. And plus you got all the medians and these other little structures keeping you in. You're not really going anywhere if you wanted to. And the only way out are these little exits. Like we said, can easily be blocked off by whether it be a Humvee or some kind of, whether it be the cops or the military or both. It wouldn't take one or two vehicles to block these exits off. I mean, you see them do it all the time when there's wrecks. It doesn't take anything to block these areas off. So, or when they shut down the city for big events, it doesn't. That's the whole purpose, according to this article, is to keep as many people in with as less authority as possible. So to keep a big group of people in with very little, rather personnel of military or cops or whatever, and I forget how many exits. They said there's only so many ways. It was only 20 or 30 something ways around, out, or above this circle. So it's very limited.
We can find that out. We can actually.
I will put it into video. I'll find all that out.
So you got.
We're not doing this video exactly in order, even though when I go back and do it, I'll make it look like we did it in a certain order. But we're doing this before I've even started the part on the article. So I'll put that first, but we're actually making this trip first. So just wanted to get out and do this, and I got something in the article, so I figured, hey, I got the weekend off, and why not just we see this going up, like I said, for years, but we never have really said, okay, how far have they gone around, or really paid attention. So I said, let's go make a trip around 465 and find out. Alright, so we can shut it off for a second. It seems like if you take a look at the roads,
right now they're not here.
We're saying but look how high we are, the elevation, all this has been, like, there's nowhere to go. It's all really high off the ground. So and obviously there's buildings, and why are they not worried about the sound for these businesses and all that?
Well, there again, we're so far away from the city too. That's what I'm thinking. They are here. Okay, there they are.
Yeah.
We missed them.
They're just down below the
right. So that's the thing. We're really far away from a downtown district, and that's what I'm thinking. This is really about containment.
The farther you get away from the downtown's main circle area, that there's not as much on. Like when we first jumped off on the exit by our house, we're more south of Indianapolis by about 10 minutes or.
And did you notice the Carmel walls were a lot nicer than the Greenwood Southside walls? If you're from this area, you'll know what that means. They have nice little printed designs and all that. That's where all the wealthy people are. A lot of them are up in the north side, so all of our professional sports people and all that they're from this side of town, so they got better sound walls.
Yeah, so we're coming around to the 465 east. We're going to start heading back the other direction. We're at the 65 north towards Chicago split here, so.
Yeah, we're almost due north from our home. We got about another 7-8 miles, and we'll be due north from our house.
Exactly halfway.
Yep, we'll be right about exactly halfway. No
Which would
walls.
mean we're going to be heading back towards the city. So let's just kind of see, do the walls pick right back up when you get closer to the city.
That's what I suspect. So, can we turn off? Or just keep it on?
Keep it going for a sec.
If we run out of
I don't think
memory or whatever,
and that's a 64 gig or something, so I don't have much on it.
Oh, all right. We can
Probably could film this whole trip, no problem with the memory I got.
Yeah, we just keep hopefully the battery hangs up. These Androids are not the best. Well, this is an iPhone. Okay, they're better on that. Yeah, we got our own little form of pyramids, and that's, if you're not from the Indianapolis, that's exactly what they're called. They're called the pyramids, and there's 3 of them. God bless them.
Forgot about that.
So,
Yes, and they are.
I am glad we're out.
Literally called the pyramids.
Yes, they're called the pyramids. Kind of weak. If you're going to compare them to the original pyramids, they're kind of weak, but they've been around for a long, long time. They've been built. So, it's not very good pictures. And no walls. See, we got a lot of structures here, and there's just no walls here. So I don't know where they're at, and I don't know. Maybe we'll look into the more of their plans on when they plan on actually having them done. Maybe, are they behind schedule? I don't know. Just one of them things we was thinking about, and caught that article. So, and there's no walls where you can see. There's the pyramids. Here's our north side Indianapolis pyramids. So
It's funny, there's 3 of them.
yeah, there's 3 of them. Serving children. Yeah. Yep. Serving children. And there's our clips. The guy tried to compete with bows, and they're good. They're decent quality, but they're not bows. It's a sound system. They got pretty good stuff. I got clip sound system at home. So where Sean got bows.
We pretty much went around the peak.
And now we've got lots of houses, lots of things that you would think. But there again, we got to give them a little. Are they planning on putting some here, or?
Well, I know for a fact that I was driving to the north side a lot for work, and I know for a fact that there's still construction going on. So I know this side of town, and I can tell you we're going to run into more walls, and they're still building. So they could just not be this far yet.
Right. So if that's true, then we may be eons away from them getting done what they want done, or they jump the gun and don't get it done. I don't know. Maybe we're years away from certain events happening. I don't know. But these have been in the planning for 40 years. Like I said, since 1970, when this they decided to fund this project. I didn't like them when I seen them. I didn't buy into the sound thing, but
And they put in this construction of these medians, these hardcore median structures, started going up about the same time as the walls. I know that too, because then they go all the way, well, you wouldn't know this, but if you're not familiar with Indiana, but Columbus, Indiana, not Ohio, I drive that direction, which is south of where we're at in Indianapolis, and these barriers go all the way down 65, which is another main road that goes through.
So if they're just looking for containment, the only person that, you know, you're not going to go very far on foot. See, there might be people getting to jump this stuff, but you're not going to get in a vehicle and go anywhere with these things. You're contained.
Because I remember it used to be easy if you missed an exit or something. There's always somewhere to do a U-turn. Now it's almost, unless you get to the next exit and get off and then come turn around and come back the other way, there is nowhere anymore that you can do a U-turn and go the other way on these roads.
Yeah, you're stuck. Like I said, you know, if they're probably not too concerned about you walking on foot, but if you got a vehicle, whatever.
Here we go.
But yeah, there's
so
starting to get in the
new
wall
bridge. If you looked at that, I'll show that maybe that bridge compared to these new structures here. This is all.
These are all new bridges, and
now I noticed when these new bridges started on the other side, that's when the wall started. So let's see if that's the same what we got going here.
Yeah, this is all new.
Looks like they're redoing.
This is all lots of construction, bridges and things like that. Progressive, that's what we're about. A progressive city with no jobs.
And here comes the walls. Just like the other side.
So there again, right after that new construction, we got the sound walls again. So similar, exactly what we saw. New construction.
And this is the east side, so
yeah,
from west to east.
Yeah, we're northeast going south now, almost south. So this is, and again, we got different kind of walls.
This is more of the walls that we saw at first.
Right.
Going the other ways.
So we've seen 3 different types of walls. We're at 19 minutes. 3 different types of walls. So I'm looking at 3 different companies that have, you know, I look at it like everybody else, you know, who's getting money for what, these programs, and it's a lot of money. And I'm telling you, it's a ton of money that these people are just giving out for these projects. So it's who you know within the government to get these contracts to do these kind of projects. It's just big money, and people that get these contracts, they live in big, fine, $1 million mansions on your tax dollars.
I don't know if you can see how far away any type of house.
Yeah, there's no houses around here. A good point. No, everywhere. Now we got a couple here, but there's no homes over here. These walls aren't containing anything.
And the houses they're pretty far off the road.
Right.
It's not like they're right behind the walls.
Well, look at the forestry. Forest itself is a natural sound barrier, and there is no homes behind these. There's a couple there. But Church of the Crossing. So my personal belief is this is for containment, because it's not just happening here. I don't think there was a unanimous around the United States. They all got together and said, "Hey, boy, we really care about everybody's ears." But this is a project that kind of, what I'm finding out, this was a countrywide deal to contain certain cities, and if this was a state-run operation, how did one state, you know, they do communicate, whatever, but did they all decide all at once, we care, like I said, care about everybody's hearing? I'm not buying it. I just don't think they care about us at all. It's kind of a, it's strange looking. Those are private walls. They got their own walls. Oh, they're building now. They're constructing the walls right now.
Wow.
Check. That's a BMW. See, it's the inconsistency that's bothering me. We got lots of homes around here, lots of apartments that you would think that need, you know, they care about sound. It is, but there again, I don't know where they're at in their plans.
And you say why, why would you hit Indianapolis anyway? Why would Indianapolis be a marker? And you got, if you don't know, just look on a map, and maybe I'll throw this up too. Indianapolis is called the crossroads of the United States for a reason. There's pretty much nowhere from any direction in the United States that you can go. Like truckers know this, that without going from one end to the United States to another, that you don't go through Indianapolis. That's why it's called the crossroads in Indianapolis. And plus, we got a lot of important places here that, like military-wise, we got Rolls-Royce, we got Eli Lilly. There's a lot of corporations here that are big corporations that obviously are funding this global agenda. So,
Hey, watch it.
I don't know.
So we've gone quite a ways without any walls here.
But we've also, once again, I think the elevation comes into play there. We've been pretty high elevation-wise from the main street down below. So once again, I just believe there's nowhere you could go as far as being in a vehicle anyway. Like take a look, like here, what I'm talking about.
Right, there's nothing down. You can't go anywhere.
There's nowhere you can go.
But you still got this containment line, and there again, you'll say a crash barrier. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and yes, you don't want anybody head-on collisions and all that stuff. But I mean, I'm saying they don't care about you as much as they say they do. They didn't spend all this money out here to save three lives a year from head-on collisions.
Let's test this. This is how high we are.
Right.
You see the other road down there. We're coming down elevation-wise and coming past an exit ramp. And let's see if the walls start back up. And hopefully you know.
There you go. You got the walls. And
I see a pattern going on here. It's not hard to see.
right. And this is crazy. This is neat. So you got
That's double barrier.
yeah, just for a little bit.
But
That was
look,
good.
no walls on that side because we are elevated still on that side. On this side at the ground level, they have the walls.
So this has been an interesting ride for me. Like I said, whenever we go through here, we always look at it in passing, and just kind of like you don't think about it. You say, there they are again. And that's about all you do because you're usually doing something with other focus. And we might even discuss a little bit, but this is the focus of this. Now we're going to say, okay, let's look at how many there are and how much is contained. Now these are, I think, definitely see these are original ones. Look at the moss growing up. These are the original walls. They've been here the longest.
Well, this is the north side, like we were saying. This is up by the Carmel and Castleton, the more wealthier areas of Indianapolis, and this is where the construction started. And I believe down the way is where, or it was up here. I can't remember. I have to remember where we're at. I don't think we're far enough south from where I was going to work, but the construction of the walls are still going on, I believe, on this northeast side down this way. So
That's why I wanted to go
we may
this way.
get to see them actually in the process of lifting these walls up. I passed by as they're putting these walls in place. It's pretty wild that they're putting them in like a whole piece at a time.
Right. And that's exactly, yeah. 'Cause that's why I wanted to go this way, because I know the other way. I know where they're at. I didn't know. I haven't gone from west to north a while since then. There's a bunch of them up there. So even on the elevation, yeah, these are original ones. You can see they've been here for the longest. Got a lot of growth, a lot of trees around them. So
and it falls right along the road.
Right. And then now this is heavily walled up here. So that's what I wanted to see. Where are we at? Now you got a natural barrier, and then you got walls.
Look at this wall here. This is one heck of a median.
Now there's a crash wall. Oh my goodness. I've never seen this, but that's a 12-foot crash wall. You're not going to hit head on for that. Now this is very heavily contained. Now you got several barriers that you got to tell me this is all about sound and preventing people from collisions head on because everybody's a bonehead.
Can't quit looking at their cell phone.
Yeah, you got
so yeah,
billions of dollars of this for like I said, statistically, I don't know how many head-on collisions there are on highways. I don't think they care about people that much. I just don't. I don't think they care that you 4 or 5 people die in the city a year crossing the median, but you certainly are not going to cross this median. No. People want to believe that the government loves you that much. We'll spend hundreds of billions of dollars to make sure you save 1 or 2 lives a year. Then, hey, good for you. I'm not buying it.
turn on some air.
Yeah. What? That's getting warm. You have just regular air, like no air conditioning. Just do they still do that in cars?
Yeah.
Just outside air. We got some more walls coming up here. Like I said, this is really heavy. I don't know how much more they're going to do up here, but this is quite a bit. And I think this is what you're going to see for the rest of the way around 465. From what I remember, yeah, there's another type of wall. Or again, probably another. That's 4 different types of walls we've seen, and I'm going to say different.
I just think it's kind of weird if you notice there's these big doors too on the walls.
They've got doors that
labeled. What does that say?
it says fire hydrants.
Highway access.
Yeah.
It's got access points labeled access points. So
They're saying fire hydrant access. So then you got your police state cameras. I mean, this is really. This is getting more of what they really want, I think, all the way around. This is a complete project up here. This is done. So
to me,
this is what I don't know how much they want to do. And again, it just depends on your perspective. If you think this is all about hearing protection in your comfort of your house, hey, that's fine. Watching me videotape. Carmel, please, I'll get him. He'd probably get mad at me. Hey. He did, he looked right at me. Now I feel like I'm in a tunnel here.
I mean,
this is really. No, he's not. But wow, this is super. You can't go anywhere here. I wish I could get all this on. There you go. Look at this containment here. You can't even see outside of this. All you can see is the street. We got 4 walls outside and a barrier in the middle. This is total containment right here. I mean, 100%. We've been in a long area here. Now, this is weird. I knew this was here. That's why I wanted to go the other way. But now that we're looking at it a little differently. Wow, both sides. So the walls are at least 12 to 15 feet, depending on where you're at.
About 3/4 of the way around this one.
And this whole area is what I would say completely soundproof. It's soundproof in there. Wow. That was a little creepy in that area.
You know, it almost makes me want to go by, because I know the walls are around Beach Grove, which is
Right, that's where we're going.
where we're heading that way right now. And,
Right.
and Beach Grove is also where Amtrak is. That there's been the conspiracy theory going around that Amtrak is one of the places that'll be a camp.
Hey, we need to get some gas.
But I said that quarter tank. You're just looking at it from
No, well, still, if I get
yeah, that's fine. But we got enough to make it back to group. But yeah, but it's just another form of the way the walls are built around Amtrak. It looks like they're built to keep people in as well. And just kind of a thought that popped up while I was thinking about these walls and around Beach Grove, and Beach Grove is where Amtrak is. There might be something else in the future I'd kind of go, maybe do a video on, go ride around it.
there, like I said, we're going to go by it. If you want to go by it, you can probably do a sidestep and let's see the progression of Beach Grove. There's a lot of people that's out there in internet land that don't live here. They've seen the videos of Beach Grove Amtrak, so we live 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from there. So I did it when I first saw the video, and it's what you make it. And do I think these railroads are going to be used for something bad? Yeah, I do. And I don't know when. Don't ask me when. I think they may be being used now, because I think we're seeing I think when I'm learning about the little rabbit trail here on the homeless people are being eliminated. Nobody knows where they're going. If you're being exited out of every major city, where are they going? If all cities are making it illegal to feed the homeless and help them, and they're being exiled out of their city, then I want to know, has anybody figured out where they're going? Everybody just assumes they're moving to another city, but all these cities are making them illegal. So, I don't know. That was just a side note. Max next to us. We got a smiley pumpkin here. That's Indiana for you. Indiana's got some nice stuff in it. It's just not much as far as any topography, but it's a farm country, and it's got good people in it. But now
This is kind of like almost kind of what we saw at the other end of the west side, getting farther from the actual city to where it seems like the farther you get away from that central part of the city, you see less and less of this containment. But like I said, once you do circle back around, it's just all a matter of have they really finished what they started. They're kind of by exits again. There's a nice pyramid.
It's a silo. It's a grand silo. Oh, we got a problem here. We lost his picnic. Well, we don't have any. There again, I'm looking at not knowing where they're at and the plans, and not knowing, you know, they've been doing this for many years, guys. I mean, they've been putting this stuff up. You can see some of the walls up on the north side we just passed, been up for at least 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been 10 years, but I was thinking 5 or 6. But I remember when those walls first started going up on that north side.
But we don't have any. There again, there's not many houses here, so you know, maybe, I don't know. We always got this barrier. I'll keep losing sight of this get through here, or you ain't gonna do it.
The cables that go down the median of the interstates, are those for a purpose to keep people from being able to?
But that keeps you from turning around.
Through here, or you ain't gonna do it. Not with a vehicle, though. You might be on foot. But there again, then you got your towers with your cameras there all around, so they've done that. By the way, we haven't talked much about that, but about every so many miles you got these
apps that you can go on and actually look at live views of around the city, like for traffic and all that. On these traffic apps, you can pick a camera and hit it and look at live views of this 465 and traffic all around the city. So
do you want to go by Beach Grove? Or?
Yeah, we can.
Well, this next exit we're coming up to is Beach Grove, and I know for a fact right after Beach Grove there's a bunch of wall construction up there.
Yeah,
I do know that for a fact.
All Beach Grove is walled in after this exit, but we're going to get off on this exit and go.
We're just going to, since we brought up the
I don't remember, it's
that way to the right.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we're going the opposite way.
Yeah, we're gonna drop by. Let's take a look at Amtrak and see if there's any news, something new there. So we might shut this off in a second after we get done. Don't we get some gas?
There's the wall. Right
there's the walls again. Yeah. See, so I knew about these, so that's why I wanted to go north, the other direction.
Judge for yourself.
It has got some. You can go around, you know.
Oh, well.
You could have.
Yeah.
Look at now. This is all brand new. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen these walls. This is all new.
Oh, I just saw it the other day. That's why I brought it up.
I've been here my whole life. Used to work. My dad's shop was there. I've driven these roads for 40 some years. This is all new, and we're gonna have to turn around because they don't let you see inside here. Yeah, we can't see anything.
I'll turn around and go around that other way.
Yeah, be careful in here. The Beach Grove police are always fun.
Yeah, it won't let me do a U.
So you're gonna have to go that way.
Do a complete turn around. I can.
Yeah, you can do it right here. The Beast. There we go. We'll stop. Yeah, I'm gonna. We're up elevated a little bit, but you can see there's tons of. Of course, it is a. Oh, there you go. It is a facility that you don't want people wandering around. It's dangerous, so you can't just say, "Hey, the fences are up." But it is a very dangerous situation around trains, and they're very, very strict on safety. But we can go around the back. But there's lots of new stuff here. This wall that I just showed you was not there just a few years ago. Yeah, there's lots of new stuff in there. By the way, they've almost shut this thing down over the years.
I was going to say, if you see how the old fence there is, that's what you're just talking about, how it faced inwards like it.
Right. No. There again, yeah, that's what everybody's always talked about. These fences here, this is old junk, but if you notice the bar fencing, there again, these fences are so slow, they're not going to stop anybody from doing anything. So it's the double fencing, but there again, this is a facility that demands strict safety because trains are dangerous. If you mess around with them, you can get killed on them. I mean, kids love trains and everybody has a fascination with it, but you can't see much here. The only thing we can see that you can go around. The only thing you can see without a doubt that this thing that we saw, that we can see with our own eyes right now, they have boarded up every single window. And there used to be windows. Every one of these windows are boarded up. And I know for a fact they did put new concrete floors in. So that's something we can visibly see right now with our own naked eyes. Whereas all these years I've drove by here, used to have windows, so you say, well, that's for warm, keeping you warm in the winter. I suppose you could say that, but that doesn't help you much in the summertime when you're burning up in there. So we was looking around. This is kind of neat, the train yards back here. We got to turn around though.
Yeah.
Look good. This is I don't know. We haven't been here in a long time. We thought we could come by and turn around. So
I'm gonna turn around right here.
what's going on here?
Alright, we'll take it out to the...
Something smells like gas.
Yeah.
And we're right by a gas thing. I mean, I'm smelling raw gas here. I hope they didn't hit a... Shoo. We are right by a gas thing. Liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen and stuff. Shoo. And there's... Stop right here. Hold on a minute. Hold it. That is... It looks like that's a tower, but it's been around for a while. And that's what another thing they talked about. There's towers, and you know, I can't see any of that, but I can say without a doubt, and you can see all this. All those windows that you see there are freshly boarded out. That was a big concern. And the old building's not going to be used, but the buildings that they are using, you can see the old construction and the new. See all the windows? It's all new. So all these holes, they've literally boarded up every single window. There is not one window now open in here. So I think that caused a lot of people concern. I'd like to see what Amtrak's, reason is for that. Because other than that, and the turnstiles and all these things, we don't know, what the purpose of it. That's what I think a lot of people, as well as some people claim there's insider, information. So we're gonna stop this for a minute on video. Okay, we got back on. Had to get some gas. Sean said he wasn't worried about it, but I was. So it's cold out here today, guys, and I got shorts on. Oh, that's too hot. Yeah, just about. There you go. Thank you. We're back in. I knew these walls were here. I did not know. Like I said, I didn't know where they were at on the northeast side, northwest side, as far as the wall containment. These are brand new. I know that these have been put up in the last year. Matter of fact, we thought that we might. Here's one that's being done right now. There it is. We thought we might see construction going on today.
Saturday, it's usually during the week it's going on.
So obviously they're gonna jip them out on overtime money. So we're getting off on 65 here. We're gonna get some donuts. Yeah, if you don't mind.
Went the wrong way then.
Oh, okay, we missed it.
I'll go down 30.
Yeah, we can go. We'll go 31.
And this is north. I need to go south.
Yeah, we have a group coming over on Saturday nights, and
That didn't look like it's a good
got
shape
these.
at all.
What's that?
The support for that over it.
Yeah. So I know we're right back where we're about 2.5 miles from where we began. 3 miles maybe. So we went all the way around 465. Sean's going to finish. He called me up and asked me to go with him. He said, yeah, sure, why not? I'm the one that sent him that article I read, and he's going to talk about it and let you guys decide. And again, anybody that's got these walls going around their cities, give them to Sean. Send him some video. Take a little trip. Or take some video tonight. Ooh, there's a crash. Just be careful when you're doing it. Maybe have somebody do it like us. Keep your eye on the road. But yeah, the walls don't pick up for a while now. I know that.
Yeah, from here to where they first came in to view is, like I said, about maybe 3 miles around. This is exit 31. This exit we're going to get off on. The next exit is exits. There's really, I guess, no need for the wall in this area. But as you see, they clearly are still building, so who knows?
So that's the end of the video of the walls, and we're probably not going to take you to the donut shop. So y'all take care and God bless, and it was a good trip with y'all. Bye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll probably do a little more editing after this trip, but if not, God bless. And like Dad said, send videos, link them into the comments section if you got anything to add, what's going on in your city or the city.